Welcome, Malarkey, to the show. Thank you very much for joining us today. Very excited to have you here. Would you like to introduce yourself, starting from here and going around?
Yeah, I'm Tim, I'm the sax player.
I'm Raoul, I play drums.
I'm Juggernaut, the dancehall vocalist.
I'm Jake, I play bass.
Kyle, I play the guitar.
Excellent. We're just going to start off with a few little interview questions to ease us into it today. So my first question for you is, how did you come up with the name Malarkey?
Yeah, I heard someone say it like at the time when we was thinking of like, what to call the band names, like going through the long process of the band names, and it just sort of like worked because it's quite a like versatile word. It can mean anything, and it's awesome for puns.
Yeah, it is.
And,
Yeah.
like,
It's become self-fulfilling, I
sort
think.
of things like that.
If you give yourself that name, you kind of have to go with that genre, because if it was too regimented, it wouldn't make any sense, do you know what I mean? So you've got to go for that sound. I think it's,
That Malarkey.
Yeah.
it's given us a direction
Definitely.
from the start, really.
Yeah. Were there any names before Malarkey? Like any embarrassing ones?
Yeah.
Hangover City, I think, was one.
I'd like to say I wasn't part of it at this point.
No, was I wasn't there then.
Yeah.
This was probably just these two hangovers.
Yeah, it's a bit naff.
Love custard as well.
Love custard.
Milk of Life. That was I
Milk
remember
of
us
Life.
going-
Milk of
I
Life.
was very
I like that one. You should have stuck with that one. So you've been touring a lot recently. Like you've recently did a gig in Digbeth. Was it at the Wagon and Horses?
Yeah.
I mean, we tour all the major cities: Digbeth, Wainsbury, Tipton, Smethwick, all the major places, man.
You about that place there.
Yeah. Have you ever met anyone famous while you've been gigging?
You remember Wayne Marshall?
Yeah. No.
Well, you're probably too young, but he sung that song G-Spot. Ooh, when I probably too young for you, but you
No.
know.
I think I might download it though when I.
Yeah,
go
when you
home
get
now.
home, you
Sounds
probably
pretty
see, but it's a very old school. You know, there's a few
Yeah.
people. Also, sing Paloma Faith.
good. Really?
Yeah, you see, I know you know that one
Yeah?
there, innit? Yeah.
Like a bit-
We jam at the studio where, like, I don't know if you've heard GBH, it's like an old punk band, like, they've
Right,
been
yeah,
around for
one
quite
of
some
the-
years. Yeah, we jam at the studio where they play.
People who are relevant, play Zion Train and bands like that. 'Cause that's relevant to our drama and what we want to do. So
Depends on your terms of
playing gigs
famous,
with people like that are quite inspiring, because they're doing what I want to be doing, really. So
Yeah.
it's good to be on the same bill.
Yeah.
I was working in a bar a little while ago, and Real Big Fish.
Really?
They came in. They got me hammered, like so. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about the small friends.
So while you've been gigging, have you had any crazy fan experiences?
I didn't know we had any fans, really. I still don't know if we have.
I don't believe in the Facebook likes.
What's that, sir?
How do you manage the time between the bands?
It doesn't clash, and I don't know why it doesn't clash, because it should do, but it doesn't. And like, it's a totally separate experience with every band. I don't take one onto the other. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a different thing. And
As soon as one of these bands you're in does like a little better, then all the rest are going to be buggered, really.
no, that ain't true.
Yeah.
I'll always have time for every band, really. Malarkey's been my longest band that I'm in at the moment, so like.
Yeah. So obviously, you guys have got such a mixture of sounds within your music. What would you say is the future sound for Malarkey?
Yeah, we've been experimenting a bit more, like adding like funk and things into it, but like sort of like going through all the old records and like going through that sort of thing. But like I really don't think it's like possible to say exactly.
You never know, man.
Yeah.
You can go anywhere, man. And look, Fireflex was in the studio with us earlier, man, and Juggernaut does lots of stuff with him. And he's from Zimbabwe and does dancehall and stuff.
Yeah, he does.
It's good. We've had one little jam in the studio and that, but anyone can jump on and do anything, really.
That's
So
the
you never know.
Malarkey about it. It's nothing set in stone with Malarkey.
We just said
Someone
anything
comes
is
up with an
anything.
idea and we'll like,
Go for it.
yeah,
Yeah, if it
just
works,
if
it
it feels
works,
good
yeah.
to like
Yeah,
play it,
yeah.
sounds good.
No particular style, though.
We heard you've got an upcoming EP. Can you let us in on that? Give us a few
Well, it's
details
actually a
about
double
it.
album, man. Well, it's an album, but we're going to call it Kababylon.
Kababylon?
Yeah.
What's the inspiration for that?
We've got one of his songs is called Babylon that I wrote about a time that like me and Raoul got battered by these people in this chip shop, which happens like more regularly than you would think, like to other friends. And I don't know, it's something just like it's like funny Kababylon, like just, like just for the humour.
It makes sense
And
as
as well, yeah, it's like that sort of like the whole culture of like
Babylon.
it's hard to explain, but like a
Kebab culture.
Yeah, just like
Kebab, if you think
yeah,
kebab's
people
just
just
mix
doing,
of whole heap of crap, different
Yeah, exactly,
bits of
exactly,
the animal,
you know.
the worst parts of animals, and
and
yeah,
it is the sort of life that
people live.
yeah,
Friday
a lot of
nights,
people
Yeah.
live,
kebab all the
in a lot of
way.
places,
Kebab
That's
and
my favourite
sauce.
thing for Friday night. That's
Yeah.
what I look forward to.
That's why you look forward to the kebab and album.
Yeah.
I'll get hit
Grab
with a
on all
kebab.
over the floor. Yeah. with other little fluids and mixtures in there. Anyway, yeah.
Right,
something
yeah.
like that.
We're going to wrap up the interview now because we've got a few cheeky things we want to do with you later. But Malarkey, they do have Facebook. All the information is on our Gibbon Media website. It's www.gibbonmedia.co.uk, so make sure you check it out.